150 murders, that's the total from just last year, and no one, from the mayor to the police chief to the man on the street, thinks it's a problem that's been solved. But consider, a decade ago there were nearly twice as many killings. So are we safer? Is real progress being made, or have we come full circle 10 years after Katrina? On a hot summer day last month in the 7th Ward, Nathan James finds it hard to believe that the violence cut so close to home.
Kind of scary.
That's because just hours earlier, a few houses away, before the sun came up, a woman was shot and a young boy was injured. 10 years after Hurricane Katrina flooded this area, James hoped the crime would go down, but he says it hasn't.
I really didn't think it'd be still going. I thought they could chill out and be good now, but it like it ain't changing. No change.
That's not entirely true. When it comes to murders, New Orleans recorded an almost 40-year low last year with 150 killings. That's well down from the 265 victims killed in the city in 2004. When the storm hit in 2005, 137 people had already been murdered.
We are a study in contradictions.
Pseudo-criminologist Dr. John Penny says that's because, despite a decreased population 10 years after the storm, some crimes are almost as bad as they were pre-Katrina.
We've increased in other areas of crime, so robbery, rape, and those things are up.
The NOPD's own data shows that in 2004, there were more than 4,400 total violent crimes. Last year, that number swelled to a post-Katrina high of 3,700 with a diminished population. And a closer look at the numbers shows rapes are up and simple robberies are almost even.
I think 10 years post-Katrina, we are still a violent city.
Former NOPD SWAT team commander and security expert Mike Kahn agrees.
In comparison to a city our size and the amount of events that we have, yeah, New Orleans is still a relatively violent city, same as D.C., Chicago, New York.
Kahn says a big reason the city can't get a hold of the crime problem is a lack of NOPD officers. It's well documented that the department is at an all-time low when it comes to cops on the street. Pre-Katrina, the department had about 1,200 officers. Right now, it consists of fewer than 900.
When losing a lot of policemen, you don't have the ability to work all the areas that you could doing proactive work. All we're doing is responding right now.
In the last decade, New Orleans has tried numerous crime reduction plans, added the position of commander, revamped sex crimes and homicide, and addressed a residency requirement for all officers.
Please buy into the new NOPD and continue to do the work.
In 2010, the city entered into an agreement with the Department of Justice to reform the department after numerous cops were convicted for Katrina-related crimes. Then in 2012, the gang crackdown started. Dozens of alleged members strategically taken off the streets.
10% of the people are doing 90% of the crime.
But the problems continue. In 2004, the city reported more than 28,000 serious crimes. That number sank to just over 14,000 in 2006, but swelled back to a 10-year high last year.
I think 10 years from now, one thing, we cannot afford to continue on the same track that we're continuing on.
New Orleans has had only 2 mayors since Hurricane Katrina, but 5 police superintendents. In August of 2005, when the storm struck, Eddie Compass was the superintendent. He resigned in September of that year and was replaced by his second-in-command, Warren Riley. Riley then held the position until May of 2010. That's when Mayor Mitch Landrieu replaced Ray Nagin. Landrieu appointed longtime cop Marlon DeFillo as acting superintendent, a position he held for about a month. Ronald Serpas then took over the department in the spring of 10 and held the top cop position until his abrupt resignation in the summer of 2014. He was then followed by Michael Harrison, who's been on the job for about a year. Harrison has put a priority on hiring new police officers. The mayor's goal is 1,575 officers. The department says it has just over 1,100 right now, though some have questioned that figure. Camille?